I'm Ronnie, and in this video I will show how I use a hydroponic system to both give more light to my bonsai trees as well as passively water them throughout winter. I have several tropical bonsai, and living close to the Arctic Circle presents a few problems with keeping them alive during winter. It is both cold and dark, and I thought that I would try and help them out a bit by using this hydroponic system that I have. First of all, the lights that I have is really good for the hydroponic system, and it's the best light system that I have currently to support a bonsai. While I was upgrading the lights, I also had an idea to use the nutrient solution to water the bonsais in a passive way. There might be some way to get some water onto the bonsai itself to water them a bit more passively for if I go away for a few days. I started out by testing various different materials to see which has the best capillary action. A quick update on the capillary action of the various different materials. The rope that did the best was actually this nylon type rope, and it's up to here. An experiment, I'm just trying to see if the capillary action of the rope will be able to suck up enough water to add a bit of water to this cup. I'm not sure how much or how quickly this will occur, so I'm setting up a small test. After 24 hours, the rope is completely dry at the bottom and the capillary action does not work. I think the ambient temperature in the room is too low and it evaporates before it actually gets into the beaker. So the next step is to place the rope inside a tube and see if this changes things. So this is the second experiment with the tube around the rope or the rope inside the tube, and I'm really happy with this. There's quite a lot of water inside the beaker already, and this is after 24 hours. I made a special cap. These are the two parts of the cap, and they're quite simple. They are 3D printed, and I designed them in Fusion 360. And basically all I need to do is to put a bit of glue on it, and I use super glue, like so. And that's it. So it has a small lip that attaches on the inside of the channel, and this makes sure that when the tube is attached to the lid, it doesn't flip it over. It's quite secure in place. With all the parts ready, it's of course just a case of assembling, and the first step is to get the tube and the rope through each other. The difficult bit is to get the rope into this hole here and out through that side. So I'll assemble it, and when it's assembled, I will put it on the hydroponic system and see how it works when everything is done. So to set up the system is easy. I just place the cord in the reservoir and the cap goes on top. So after 3 days, there's about 30 milliliters, and this is about 10 milliliters per day that runs off into the beaker. So the problem with the beaker filling up is, of course, it will overflow at some stage, and then there will be a mess on the floor. The easiest solution is, of course, to drill holes through the tray and make sure that it aligns very well and the water runs back into the system. And just to make sure that the holes align, I 3D printed these cones. I will stick them to the bottom of the tray, and then it would make sure that the tray doesn't move around and the water just flows back. Perfect. I have the cord at the bottom. I just need to place it on the soil, and I have this simple aluminium that I will use to stake the cord in place. That should be enough to water the plant, and it's just a few milliliters per hour to get a good head start on spring. So I'm really happy with how this system has turned out. The Zelcoa will go outside in maybe a month when it is warm enough, and I will keep one of the ficus trees in this system throughout the season to compare it to the other trees that I have both inside the vivarium and also the trees that I take outside. So it will be a nice comparison to see where they do the best and if this hydroponic system is something that I should use more or less. Something else that I have in mind is a complete hydroponic system. It is where the plants will be completely in the water, the trees, and I have a few ideas how to do this. Again, I will experiment with ficus trees because I have so many extra cuttings that I will probably throw away if I do not use it for something. Here are some of the cuttings that I have currently going. If you've made it to this part of the video, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheers!